everyone, for today's lesson we're going to continue the topic of ratio, but we're going to look more specifically at ratio using map scales. So if in your big books you could write the heading Gwaith dosbarth, map scales and today's date. Maps will often use ratios to describe the relationship between the distance on the map and the actual distance in real life. Here we can see the snippet of the map, which shows the map scale with 1 to 250,000. All maps will have a scale to go with them, okay, which links, as I said here, the distance on the map with the real life distance. So this map, the map shows a scale of 1 to 250,000. This means 1 centimetre on the map represents 250,000 centimetres on land or in real life. So that is something you do need to be aware of, is that they write it like this, but it means 1 centimetre on the map is 250,000 centimetres in real life. So, before we move on to some examples, there are conversions you need to learn and know first. You may already be aware of some of these, but just to recap. So, 1 centimetre is the same as 10 millimetres. If you look at your rulers, between each centimetre you have the tiny little markings. These are millimetres, and there's 10 of these between every centimetre. So to get from centimetres to millimetres, we times our centimetres by 10, or if we want to get from millimetres back to centimetres, we divide by 10. Next, looking at the relationship between metres and centimetres. Well, 1 metre is the same as 100 centimetres. Again, you may have seen a metre ruler stick in your classrooms or back in primary school, which is just a large ruler. On this ruler or metre ruler stick, there would be 100 centimetres. So to convert from metres to centimetres, we times by 100, and then to go back from centimetres to metres, we divide by 100. Lastly then, 1 kilometre is the same as 1,000 metres. So to convert from kilometres to metres, we times by 1,000, or if our answer is in metres and we want to get it back to kilometres, we divide by 1,000. So if we look at these examples here, convert 720 centimetres into metres. Well, we know to get from centimetres to metres, we need to divide by 100. So 720 divided by 100 equals, well, we know when we divide by 100, each digit moves 2 places to the right. So we're going to end up with 7.2 metres. So 720 centimetres is equal to 7.2 metres. Next, 5 kilometres into centimetres. Well, with this conversion, we're going to need to use a couple of the notes from above. The easiest way to do it is to firstly convert the kilometres into metres. So 5 kilometres, we know to convert it to metres, we need to times by 1,000. So 5 times 1,000 is going to equal 5,000 metres. But our answer asked us to convert it into centimetres. Well, we know to get from metres to centimetres, we're going to use this conversion here, times in by 100. So when we times by 100, each digit moves 2 places to the left, or it may look like we add on 2 zeros in this case. So we end up with 500,000 centimetres. So 5 kilometres is the same as 500,000 centimetres. Moving on to example C. A different map has a scale of 1 to 10,000. Megan measures 3 centimetres on this map. What distance does this represent in metres? Okay, so you can see they want our final answer in metres, and our scale is 1 to 10,000. So we know that our original scale is 1 to 10,000, but Megan measures 3 centimetres on the map. Well, to get from 1 centimetre to 3 centimetres, we need to times by 3. We also need to do that with our actual distance. So 10,000 times by 3 is 30,000 centimetres. But our question asks to convert our answer into metres. Well, we know to get from centimetres to metres, we need to divide by 100. When we divide by 100, each digit moves 2 places to the right, so we're going to end up with 300 metres. Or you may find it easier to cross off the 2 zeros there as we're dividing by 100. Okay, it looks like we get rid of them, but actually the digits are moving to the right. Okay, next question. Complete the table. So the map distance is 5 centimetres. We know that the scale is 1 to 1,000, and we need to work out the real life distance. So using our scale, 1 to 1,000, we know 1 centimetre on the map represents 1,000 centimetres in real life, and we need to work out what 5 centimetres is. Well, to get from 1 centimetre to 5 centimetres, we times by 5. So we need to do the same to our real life distance. 1,000 times by 5 is going to be 5,000 centimetres. But again, we can see they've asked for our answer in n metres. So, to get from metres to centimetres, again we divide by 100. So 5,000 divided by 100, you're going to cross off the 2 zeros, you end up with 50 metres. Okay, or thinking of it, each digit moving 2 places to the right, 1, 2. So we end up with 50 metres. Okay, next example. Map scale, 1 to 10,000. 6 centimetres on the map is a real life distance of so many metres. So we know 1 to 10,000 is our scale. And this time we're looking for 6 centimetres. Well, the 1 centimetre has been times by 6. So you need to do the same now to our real life distance. 10,000 times by 6 is going to be 60,000. But don't forget, this is in centimetres. So to get our answer to metres, exactly the same, divide by 100. Each digit moving 2 places to the right. So we end up with 600 metres. Or, if you prefer to cross off the zeros, crossing 1 zero off for dividing by 10, 2 zeros off for dividing by 100. So you end up with 600 metres. Okay, slightly different example now then. So example F, on a scale drawing, 2 centimetres represents 1 metre. What is the scale? Well, we know from the examples earlier that 1 metre equals 100 centimetres. Sorry, from the conversions at the start. Okay, so this is saying 2 centimetres represents 1 metre. So 2 centimetres is the same is representing 100 centimetres. Therefore, 1 centimetre, well, we need to divide our answer by 2 to get to the 1 centimetre, is going to represent 50 centimetres in real life. Okay, so 1 centimetre on the map is 50 centimetres in real life. Final example then. On Nia's map, 4 centimetres represents 1 kilometre. She walks a route that measures 24 centimetres on the map. How many kilometres does she walk? So this time we know 4 centimetres is equal to 1 kilometre, and she walks a distance of 24 centimetres. Well, if we look at the 4 centimetres and the 24 centimetres, to get from 4 to 24, we have times by 6. Okay, 4 times 6 gives us 24 centimetres, so we need to do the same then to the other side. 1 times 6 goes to 6 kilometres. Okay, how many kilometres does she walk? 6 kilometres. So if you can copy all of the notes and examples into your big book, if you haven't already, please.